Let me play devil's advocate here.
Yes, sir.
You know, I mean, don't they put themselves in this position? I mean, aren't they the ones that are out there trespassing or DWIing or doing drugs? And why? So why should you give them an unsecured bond or a personal recognizance bond if they continue to do this thing?
Excuse me. So some of those are a little bit different, right? So DWIs kind of run the gamut of people charged with them, right? But let's talk about things like criminal trespass, right? I would tender to you, and I don't know the statistics, I would bet you really good money in Harris County, the vast majority of people charged with criminal trespass in Harris County are homeless people, okay? Let's work on getting some resources to get those people in a place that hopefully they can start to rebuild their life, right? I will give you that there's a percentage of the homeless population that does not want that, but there's a lot of those folks that are out there. There's some about a mile from here that are run by probably 3 times a week. I live in the neighborhood, right? And I guarantee you a lot of them, if they had a little bit of help, probably would be somewhere else, okay? So why are we going to continue to arrest somebody and lock them up and spend all of our tax dollars when we can divert those funds and get them a better situation? And I don't know how it's done. I'm not a judge, okay? I'm running for one, and I'm sure once you get on the bench, there's a lot of different inner workings and a lot of different things at play. But spending $5 million to keep these people locked up is offensive. Spending even more money to continue to get their bond revoked and then go rearrest them and then hold them here. We're shipping people to Louisiana and Newton County just to house inmates. Okay?
Do you think that if one gets released on a PR bond, that they should be continually, and if they continue to pick up charges or accusations, and like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate.
Right.
Should they be given unsecured bonds, or what's your stance on that?
Yeah, and that's something I struggle with, right? Because you and I both do criminal appointments at the courthouse, right? And we have both seen people that will just keep coming back. They'll get an unsecured bond and they come back. There's got to be a certain point that a magistrate or a judge has to look at it and say, okay, this stops, right? But I don't know at what point it is. I think there's a case-by-case scenario, which I can't just tell you, like, hey, if they've got 2, they're out, right? Or they've got 3. Like, I think I was watching the program a couple weeks ago. You had a guy that came back, what, 5, 6 times with all criminal trespasses? I mean, there's a certain point that becomes crazy, right? Because then that guy's just going to have 6 warrants out, and then he's going to keep coming back. So I don't know what the breaking point is, but I don't think that what we're doing right now is, or at least a year ago, is what the right answer is. And you know, these judges right now are complaining about bond forfeiture rates, right? What are they saying? It's like 45%. I think the numbers are more like 43%, okay, of the unsecured bond forfeitures. I'd like to see the numbers, and maybe I need to talk to the clerk's office before that, because I don't think it's drastically higher, okay? 2 years ago, I've sat through dockets and seen a lot of bond forfeitures. That's just the nature of our business, okay? Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that wouldn't be in the criminal justice system if they were on top of their stuff and getting where they need to be when they need to be, okay? Let's work on helping them. Let's not make their situation worse.